Trevors, Trevs, and Treviettes. I am Bugalife, Bugster the 28th, but you can call me Buggy the 28th. If you subscribe to me, you become an honorable member of Bug Nation, where I am your cool and benevolent leader. This is part 2 of my DC Swap AU. You can watch them out of order, but why would you want to? Go watch Batman and Robin's redesigns, bro. For context, this AU is basically a mirror where all the good guys are bad guys and bad guys are good. Today we are doing the Joker and Harley Quinn, if you couldn't already tell by, the title. Alright, roll the clip.
One hand and dribble the skin. Soft hook, left hand, I can make your neck spin. 36 years chain till say I don't play. Ice touching gums as my tennis bat breaks. I'll be taking all the miles while they're jogging in place. Kumquat, don't be sour, I'll be squashing the grapes. Take another sip of pain, no cause or lace. Got another up my sleeve past the gold cuff lace. Digital stick 36.
Alright, so first we have Harley Quinn. I wanted to do her first because it was just what I came to mind, and I had more of an idea of how I wanted to make her look than I had with Joker, because I wanted to save her last, because I knew it was going to be a bit harder, and it was. I changed a couple things to her backstory. In her older iterations, like from Batman the Animated Series, she didn't fall into the vat of poison, and that made her white. She just has face paint, so I went with that, and her getting betrayed by the Joker was her and Jason Todd, the one who died. They both fell into a vat of acid. She survived and was in the hospital for a very long time, and Joker did not go to visit her, leading her to get really mad at him. And obviously, second Robin, he died. Well, I guess this universe is Scavenger. Heh. Throwback. It was difficult thinking of how I wanted to make her, go crazy, because instead of going from bad to good, she goes good to bad. But, being sort of an anti-hero, she's a anti-villain now, so she's kind of, nice, and she doesn't really hurt people, but she's very destructive now as a villain. Design-wise, there was so much I wanted to do, and so much that I ended up changing about her design. In the full picture, I didn't have her jester hat on. Later, I decided I would, give her still the jester hat. And even though her pigtails resemble kind of the jester hat, she has the jester hat to put on. In her villain design, I ended up keeping the red. I went through a couple different phases for colors. And her design, I wanted it to keep it similar to how she looks now in the, canon, while still making it, different, especially with her hair. I kind of pulled from, Yall fashion when it came to the pigtails. I wanted to make them really messy and, crazy looking. And it worked really well. I think both the designs look great. I've been playing around with my style. Now, recording this, since I've been putting this off so much, it has changed and I've gotten a lot. But depending on what I used to draw, this is an improvement when it comes to cartooning-ish, and I'm pretty happy with what I did. Color-wise, I wanted to keep the red. I wanted to make her pink. It did not work out. I just straight up made her green, like my original idea, and just made her look like, a medic. Hey, editing bugs here. I said something very factually incorrect, so that's why it was cut. And with the Joker, like I said before, I experimented a lot when it came to colors, and I wanted to make it like her colors are going outside of the lines more, making her look more crazy. And makeup, I stole a look from a specific art creator. I think I saw it on Pinterest. Their makeup look was really cool. I tried to replicate that. I'll try to find I'll show it on screen, but if I can't find it, it's in the picture, you can see. I did change a lot with the original design. Also, on the side, I put what she does look like with the jester hat on, just so you'll know. And that's how I plan to draw her in the future for any, animations, animatics, whatever. Okay, now it's Joker's time. This was incredibly hard, not just to draw him, but to think of what clown type I would make him, what his backstory would be, all that kind of stuff. But I think I landed on something that objectively works pretty well for me. I made it so he did not actually grow up in Gotham, but moved there when he was about early 20s, thinking, hey, I should lighten this place up, become a comedian. He flopped and became very sad after that. After a while, he decided, what if I became this place's hero? Because they very much needed one, so he would. And that's basically his whole backstory. Design-wise, I actually kind of recycled the idea to make him a pirate clown from a really old AU that I made last year that I never followed up on, where Dick Grayson, but he joined Joker and he became a pirate clown, so I kind of used that to make him. My audio was really bad there, but hey, I fixed it. I think. Also, I kind of have to pad the runtime, so I made this little sketch of them together, and even in this picture, you can see how somewhat vain Pyrrha is in the way that Harley, you'll see that she's literally out of focus and that it's supposed to be all about him, even if subconsciously. He doesn't mean to, but he is pretty self-centered, and that's leading to why they inevitably broke up. I don't want to get into the reason why after Harley got hospitalized, he didn't go to see her at all. He was scared, really scared. That's not justification, that's a reason. He obviously does not like loss. He does not take it very well. He didn't want to lose her. Just after moving to Gotham, both his parents died very close together. He does not like hospitals at all. He's afraid of death, afraid of sickness, and basically he ran. You're probably thinking to yourself, okay, that's pretty bad, but they could obviously He told the media that she was the reason Scavenger died. So he's a good guy, but he's still pretty bad like OG Joker. Yeah, he was, but he does get better, and they do somewhat reconcile. But, they're still pretty rocky and stay clear from each other, obviously. He's, good. She's evil. Things aren't gonna work out. I think that's all I can say about the characters. So, I am going to go in with you about what I did for this amazing little drawing I did. I wanted to make it it's them taking a picture. It's pretty. It's very cartoonishly like old comics. I put in that little retro dot effect. I really like how it turned out. It was hard finding a brush that would work just on base Procreate because I'm broke. I don't want to pay for anything. It's also been 2 months since I made my drawings for them, official designs. I know! I love procrastinating. Isn't that crazy? You can totally relate. If you relate, drop a like, drop a sub. No, I'm not one of those creators. Anyway, I wanted to redraw them just so I could talk more, and so I could easily, show how my art has changed, how I wanted to portray the characters, and I think it turned out well. Even you can just see how somewhat vain Pierre is, having literally just her out of focus. And with her celebrating, being super happy, they probably just kicked some villain butt. And he's just whatever. He's just going along with it. He doesn't care. He just needs to get the perfect picture for himself. That's who he is, okay? That's who he is. Wow, okay? These are the full designs on display for you. Pause to look, I guess.
You have reached the end of the video. I'm going to say what I did my last episode. Feel free to engage with us however you want. Hype it, whatever. Do what you can to push this out because I'm new to, making long-form videos, and it would help a lot. Also, if you want to contribute to this AU by, whatever niche character you like and making a swap of them, totally. Go ahead, tag me in it. I would love to see all your work. Also, if you're wondering if I will cover characters just so you can swap them, ask me. Do it anyway, whatever. I want to see it. I want to see your version. Whatever, it's fine. I don't have anything else to say. Have a beautiful and wonderful day. I'm going to eat your skin off while you sleep.